November 24th, 1971. It was Thanksgiving Eve. A man in a black suit, white shirt, and dark sunglasses walked calmly into Portland International Airport, holding nothing but a briefcase. He bought a one-way ticket on Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. His name? Dan Cooper. Or at least that's what he called himself. Little did anyone know, this man was about to pull off a legendary heist and disappear without a trace. The flight took off smoothly from Portland, heading to Seattle with only 36 passengers. As the plane cruised in the sky, Cooper handed a note to a flight attendant. She thought it was just another flirtatious message, so she tucked it away without looking. But then Cooper leaned in and whispered, "Miss, you'd better take a look. I have a bomb." The note was straightforward. He demanded $200,000 in cash, worth over $1 million today, 4 parachutes, and no funny business. If his demands weren't met, he'd detonate the bomb right there. Terrified but composed, the crew notified the cockpit. The FBI was immediately alerted and rushed to prepare the ransom and the parachutes, while the pilot circled above Seattle, stalling for time. After 2 hours of suspenseful circling, Cooper's demands were met. The plane finally landed in Seattle, where he exchanged the lives of all passengers for the cash and parachutes. Only the pilots, a flight attendant, and Cooper remained on board. He directed the crew to fly low at 10,000 feet, with landing gear down and flaps set at a specific angle, conditions that would allow for a mid-air jump. His destination? Mexico City. Or so he claimed. Over the dense forests of Washington, Cooper took action. Against the roar of the plane, he instructed the flight attendant to go to the cockpit and lock the door. Shortly after, a warning light flashed in the cockpit, indicating that the rear door had been opened. And just like that, in the dead of night and amidst freezing rain, Cooper vanished into the sky with his fortune, a parachute strapped to his back. When the plane landed in Reno, Nevada, the authorities stormed inside only to find Cooper was gone. Despite one of the largest manhunts in FBI history, Cooper was never found. Not a trace of his body, his belongings, or the ransom money was ever discovered, except for a few bundles of cash washed up on a riverbank years later, raising more questions than answers. The D.B. Cooper case has sparked countless theories. Was he a seasoned skydiver who survived and is still out there? Or was he lost in the wilderness, his body never found? Over 50 years later, D.B. Cooper remains the only hijacker in U.S. history to get away without a trace, and his legend continues to haunt the FBI archives. Please subscribe